Welcome, man. Um, we're just gonna do some thoughts. The thoughts are super important, and like I mentioned before, I've been doing this for. I'm on year 3 now of State of the Market, and I've had these thoughts right here, and I have more than I says I started here in the summer of 6:30. That's not true. It was earlier that year. I had a notebook that got stolen. I used to handwrite these out, the winds, the 11 sectors, and what they were. And this is how I remembered, what is the XLB materials? What is the XLC communication sector? What is the XLY consumer discretionary? I didn't even know what discretionary meant when I was first getting started. I mean, if you handwrite these down a lot, and I did that a lot in the beginning because I like the physical notebook. Now it doesn't matter as much to me. I literally left the notebook at work. Um, I wish I had it with me. I like to carry it around, you know, just in case. You never know when you need it. But yeah, these days it's a lot less important to me because now I just do it on the phone, on the internet. Um, I think it's super handy. You got it right on the phone. You can do it straight from the device in your pocket. You're going to use it anyway, you know, and then that way you could do more things with your phone. Um, but I like the physical book with me at all times, and I guess I wasn't rushing out of work. I forgot to grab it on the way out. Just super weird because I don't see it here, so it's got to be at work. I mean, Stay of the Market's been a big part of my life for 3 years now, and I wish I had all of it recorded, but being digital, now someone can't steal it. And then even being recorded is even better. So, what's going on in my life at 6:30 23. Pretty sure I didn't even join the city yet in 6:30. I think. It's probably just door dashing. Um, hmm. I'm trying to remember the timeline, and I think this is 2 months before I started the city, or even 3. So the thoughts back then, the thoughts more they look more like trade ideas. We've been tracking Walgreens for a long time, and before metals, I used to have silver on here and gold. Then I took off silver because I was like, all right, we're just gonna watch gold. We're gonna concise this because this used to be a lot of things on here. And for some reason, I wrote this on the trades. But I remember vividly, I've told this story on here before, but I was door dashing and I seen all these signs when Bank of the West or Bank of Montreal bought Bank of the West, and all these signs for BMO kept popping up all around town. I was like, what the hell is BMO? And I had my phone next to my head, like I was using it to talk, and I was talking to Siri. Cop pulls up next to me, sees phone in hand, my dumbass, and puts the car in reverse, goes behind me. We turn, lights me up. I'm like, ah, fuck. And I think that was like 230 for the ticket. Yeah, that was dumb shit right there, for sure. And shortly after that, the notebook got stolen, apparently. I think that's why I started on here. Or I was playing around. What's the next date? 7/7. Yeah, that's a week after. I didn't even do it. I had thoughts. I might have done it on paper. Oh, I didn't even do it here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the paper version to reference. At some point too, I did on the whiteboard as well. So I was doing whiteboard, paper, and some on digital. This was a month after too. Yeah, this 2023 sucks, but looks like I cut a share and a half of Tesla on A1 to pay. Oh, it was $150, and then car insurance. Wow, that's a lot of money back then. To me, I didn't know I was rich. More thoughts. I'm putting. I think before I would put thoughts as trade ideas or something. I don't know. Look, this doji on the GLD. Now I just put it up here next to it. I mean, you'll see in the future ones, but in the process of doing this, you refine it, and you kind of find your footing on like what is the best way to do this. You know, this one looks more refined. When the market's coming down is when you need to have the most faith and work longer than regular people. That's when I was 825. I think I joined the city in September. I'm pretty sure it was September 15th. So this was all just DoorDash here. And not even really buying anything. Just watching, you know. What is Chewy? This was probably a week when I just kept seeing Chewy boxes outside of people's houses. So the cool thing about DoorDash is you're driving around town, you're looking, and then you see all these boxes around town with the Chewy symbol, logo, just Chewy boxes everywhere. And I'm like, what is that? And so you go home, you look it up, and now you know what Chewy is. And you use the website, all of that. And that's what this is. Work longer than regular people. Like, that's work. You got to be curious. You have to be open to the world around you, visually seeing and seeking. And I don't know, it helps me to think that someone or something is like looking out. It's like, man, like they want you to win. And they're sending signals, symbols. They can't just tell you outright. You know, not fucking Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc, she said they were just talking to her. You know, regular people, they don't talk to regular people. They send angels. Angels, we entertain angels unaware. So they're sent by people and stuff like that, man. So that's what that idea is. So be aware of the shit around you. That's always helps me. I leave notes around, man, and man, I don't know. You just got to be open to receive too, is the thing. Because if you're not open to receive, you're not gonna get it. Look, I was paper traded in here on UTSL. Shit, I've been paper trading a long time then, huh? Do we stay in the market a long time too, huh? Man, it's been years. I'd never really come into here. Who is Jay Pescarelli? 9/1/23. That's crazy. That means all of 2024. I didn't buy any. Yield max. What is yield max? I didn't buy any. It took a whole year after this to start buying some yield max. Because I'm pretty sure it was the fall of 2024, October, I want to say, when I did my first buy. Wow. Yeah, I watched it for a long time, man. And I'm trying to push the other guys. Michael Burry is a dipshit. Oh, that's crazy. I need to show Joseph that. I've been saying that for years. We just texted. Let me show you real quick. Cool thing about Apple, you can go into the archives. We were just talking about Michael Burry. Let's see. Yeah, I talk to this guy a lot. He's pretty cool. Likes to read. Fucking weirdo. We got similar hobbies. Where's Michael Burry? Can you control F in here? I told you Michael Burry was a dipshit. Oh, it was some. It was The Big Short. My brother told me Michael Burry sold everything. Might be a sign Michael Burry doesn't know shit. Yeah, he's gonna get a kick out of this. I was just calling him a dipshit. Did I call him? Yeah, I did. This crypto one. Said I told you Michael Burry was a dipshit. Oh boy. This is funny. This was written on September 8th, 23. Michael Burry is some people's hero, but he doesn't know shit. Back in the box. Buying Walgreens. They're going private now. Flash forward 2 years. They're going private. Can play Tark. Is Tark still around? I forgot about that. I don't think that shit's still around. It is. Wow. Interesting. That is super interesting. I forgot about this ticker. I used to watch this a lot. Arcade was a big one. This shit looks like ulti. Which also looks like the spy in the QQQ, by the way. Interesting. And then you got the short trader 1x short. These companies change. Before it was Turtle something, I want to say. So like I was saying earlier, these companies trade hands. I mean, Direction Daily is a big one though, so they're still around. Might be why they have so many. What else they got? Recruiter, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's no love notes in here, nothing like that. This is all still watching GP to this day. Look at that. I walk past this every morning to enter City Hall. So this is about a month in. Not even a month in. This is like a week shy of a month in. And I'm already thinking about the money flow while there. 2023. God damn. Where does the time go, man? The war in Israel. That's the Gaza shit. I think they're still fighting about that today, I'm pretty sure. How do we play the war? It sounds crazy, but that's, I mean, we don't have to fight. And I'm over here learning how to day trade too. Shit, a month in. Paper trading on the TQQQ in the 1 minute. Swap paper trading account. Swap the paper trading account from swing trades to TQQQ paper day trading. So I was paper trading 3x leverage things, and then I started using the TQQQ to paper day trade. $13 a day on the 1 hour, or no, on the 30 minute. I used the 30 minute because I was trying to do pretty decent at my job. And then, Just trying to be halfway decent at the job at least. And then we learned, you know, try to bump it down to the 1 minute, run to the restroom real quick, put in a trade, just eyeball it, close it. It's all fake money. It's just practicing. Learning the 3X's. I'll ask them. I was asking Ruben yesterday, do you know the 3X of this? Now I just know them off the top of my head. And I'm watching Grocery Outlet because I work over there. Forgot to do State of the Market while in Texas, but I've been getting reps day trading the TQ. Damn. Holy shit. So I joined, and then 2 months in, I'm already going on vacation to Texas. That's crazy. Wow. Time's fast. Can short BTC through BITI. And then December rolls by. No thoughts. Google Stage 4 can play through the 2X Google. This is when I read a book. I read that in Texas. How to Trade a Living by Dr. And then I'm like, 2 books he recommends. I actually looked at this. The Crowd. Weird. My timeline's fucking weird. Because, I got that job like a year, the MA1 job, a year after this. And I was still talking about this book. It's just so fucking boring. We can play it on YouTube, but goddamn, the voice sucks, man. If you got a bad voice on a book audio, I can't even bother. This shit. And the subject is okay. It's not super interesting. Molly says it just sounds like peer pressure. I mean, it's more than that, but there's a little thing to it. Damn, so I've been on that for a year. I ain't even read it. No. Might need to buckle down and just read it. This is my... Damn, USOI was a thing? Shit. Some things stick, some things don't. I've never resetted my balance, I'm pretty sure. So I came back from this. I'm up 20 G's on that. Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. It looks like I got started. Did follow through. Yeah, State of the Market's pretty boring, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty boring. Bringing in people to talk on it and teach is kind of fun, and then share ideas. I mean, no one is gonna let me ramble on about shit. Well, that's 2023, kinda. 2024 is a lot more refined. Look at that. 52 pages. This first page is just the template. So there's 52. There's 52 weeks. Yeah, all right. So, I took my notebook to the park and I was just writing these out in the new year. So, I don't know, maybe we're out for Christmas or something, and then I just went to the park. Let's see. Yeah, I'm even yawning right now, and I don't even need to do this. We're not even doing state of market. I just wanted to make a video on the thoughts because how you think is super important, man. The only difference between someone who thinks they can and thinks they can't is just how they think, right? I mean, how you think is everything. And if I go into the year thinking, keep going this whole year, 52 weeks, 52 state of the markets, like I'm already got a plan, and then come Friday, I mean, it's hard to bother a guy that knows what he's doing on Friday. He's like, hey, can we go do whatever? On Friday, I'm like, oh, I got something planned, man. We could do Saturday, Sunday. I'm not moving this, man. And I've got the habit pretty good, man. It's been 21 weeks or so, and we're consistent for this year. Second week, thoughts, airline, and then I wrote the airlines. We just gonna skip that, man. I'm trying to make thoughts more of like a quote or just some shit you hear. You should only do what you can't help but do. This is one Kuhn remembers. He brought this up when we were talking a couple weeks ago. And yeah, man. I mean, you're gonna do what you do anyway, right? You also gotta do things you don't want to do for a period of time. That's the reality of it. But like what you're called to do, you should do that, man. You should lose sleep over that. Don't lose sleep over stupid shit, man. Lose sleep over trying to build and create something. Whatever you're trying to do. I don't know you, man. I know what I'm trying to do, and I already decided at the beginning of the year. I'm a traitor, the greatest traitor. I'm hungry and tired too, just not in the same way. Feels like just yesterday I was thinking this, and it feels like I think about this at least once a month. That's a powerful one right there. And I'll make, I'll just name the video after these thoughts. So even if we have to revisit some old ideas, you know, I mean, I take a lot of notes. And if someone says something cool, then it's usually close in my head or I've got written down. But I don't know how people go about through life and they're not looking for stuff like this. Ideas, thoughts, and for someone to say something that's like, wait a minute, can you say that again? Let me write that down. But I don't know. They're not just not thinking. Like they'll go to work and they'll blame other people. Your job's easy. You have time to think. We don't. Someone was saying that at Amazon. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? I don't know, man. It's just super sad. Like I don't get it. Like, and then if you spend all week with people not saying cool shit, that also makes it hard. Like I get that we're not on the same path, right? But you can still say something inspirational, you know. You can. I mean, there's some people I don't write down shit they say because none of it's helpful. What do we got next? Yep, that's just changing my tax shit, my IRAs. Kill everyone, take everything. I still gotta get mine. That's a crazy thought, but that's probably when stocks are coming down, you know? That's where we got threes. And it's like, this is a player versus player game, man. This is, you could play it passive. You could put your head in your ass and let someone else do the buying for you. You know, that's an option. Or you take the reins and you figure it out. I've spent so much time doing this where I don't want anyone to do shit for that. You know, it's got to be a real advantage for me to want to get a manager to look over my shit. Like that's what Blake does. He's got a financial advisor. I'm like, what? I don't get it. Like this stuff it interests me so much that I'll just read on it, and here we are talking about it. And I'm like, man, I would not push this to someone else, let alone pay someone to do it. Shit. I don't got the degree, so don't pay me to do it. I mean that, but I'll give you advice. So this part right here, gotta get mine, man. I don't want shit for anybody. I want my own. That's how I am, and that's also why I don't owe anybody. You know, the margin account, that's a little bit different. I'm leveraging what I have to get more. You know, that's not anyone's. I mean, if I lose it, M1 takes it. If I do what I'm supposed to with the margin, then I get more. And then I can borrow more, and M1 still gets paid. So everyone wins. This is good. We're barely in February. Amazon replacing Walgreens in the Dow. And I still don't own Amazon. I think I ended up doing that. Read up on ChargePoint. That's the ticker. They're gonna watch you starve, man. I've been rewatching an old video from GP, and it's the one where he's talking about when did you give up on you? I wonder if it's on here. Yeah, I've watched this video so many times, dude. Like it's an insane, like at least once a day for almost 2 months now. And then he says it in there. They're gonna watch you starve. Let's see if we can find it. We got a transcript. I don't remember how to find a transcript on here. It used to be right here. Where's it down here? Oh, right here. Transcript. Command F. Starve. This is my favorite part out of the whole thing.
And this is reality, man. This shit is real. This is what they're not telling you. Nobody gives a fuck about you. They're gonna watch you starve. It's you. You have to do that. You have to care about you. And you think you have fucking time. You don't have any time.
They're gonna watch you starve, man. So reality right there. Nobody cares. It's all on you. That's why you gotta get yours. Right? And he can explain it better than me. You know. The way I talk, it's not super inspirational, but the way I think it is. At least that's what I think. I mean, some people, they'll hear me say something and they're like, damn, I need to go do that. Like I start talking about vision board, and then Blake, he made one through AI, you know. And some people you can't just, they don't care, they don't crack. Like trying to explain some shit to Goshen, and she just don't get it, and none of it was ringing. Shit, it's hard to inspire people that don't want to be inspired or want inspiration. And that message was for her because she's like, man, you gotta find your way. And her brother helped me out a lot, so I'm just trying to pay it forward. But you know, we might cross paths again. Hopefully, I can help you, man, because he did put my life on a whole nother trajectory. I did not know I was gonna get that job. You know, I didn't even know it was a good idea until I called him. And when I called him, he picked up, which was super cool. And it's crazy having people in your corner to like help you out. Without his insight, I don't know, man. Because I was still on the fence, and then I called him. And then I went upstairs to go give him my paperwork. So I tried to do the same, but you know, she don't need hope. She don't need hope, man. That's the thing. You can show them the door. You can't make them learn, right? Something you live through. And the thing is, they're gonna watch you starve. That's man. I don't even know where to start with that. I mean, you gotta look out for yourself, man. You gotta make sure your mask is on, or on the airplane when it's going down, all the oxygen masks come down, and they tell you to put your own on before you put on other people's. That's kind of what that is. They're not intentionally going to watch you starve, but people are looking out for themselves, man. If they don't have to work or do stuff or do the heavy lifting, let the other guy do it. Save my back. Man, it's no skin off my nose. I think that's the saying right there. And then when you pick up and move and displace, and then they scramble. So, alright. At the end of the day, I have my skills, my discipline, all the shit that I've built, put together. It's not for nothing, man. Shit. Even exercising, too. They can't take that away from you. The intangibles. Shit. Intangibles. The shit they can't take from you. That might be a good thing for the next week. I don't think we have anything on intangibles. This is 3-1. I haven't talked about intangibles in a long time. Yeah. I'm trying to force next week's thoughts already. This is just a, what do you call it? This is a chapter from the 48 Laws of Power, one of my favorite books. And then I was just reading up on that. Even though that's true, I want to put intangibles. The shit they can't take away. I got a story for that. We'll save that for Friday though. So to tell Joseph and Ruben. Let's go back to 3-1. Yeah, man. It's good to have people in your corner, but man, you got to be in your corner. You got to be in favor of you because the world wants you to win. And then there's a guy, I've only seen him twice ever, and he always talks bad about himself. Like he's like, "Oh, I got a useless degree, or I don't have skills," or I'm like, "Bro, you could have said nothing and you would have been okay. Instead, you actually push shit in the opposite direction, which is crazy." This guy's married too. I'm like, how? Why would anyone want to be with you if you don't even like being with yourself? I mean, I don't get it. But hey, more power to you. But it's like, damn, bro. Like, I've only talked to you twice, and every time you bring up something you lack. And he might just be saying it as a joke, but man, you got to be careful how you joke, even about yourself. I'll joke about how dumb I am, and it's real. That's reality, man. I'm not that smart. Shit, I got a degree in jibber jabber, and the best thing I can do is just show up on time and help, support. You know, that's my life right now, and try to do an okay job. Try to take the team forward. Try not to take people backwards. Try not to fight with anybody. To play nice. I could do that, man. Do that for 40 hours, and then we'll figure out the rest. I mean, it's Saturday, and I'm doing the thoughts. But we don't have a video on the thoughts, so I was like, kind of want to get pushing on that. And other guys, they're doing other things, and this is what I'm called to do. The thoughts are super important because how you think is everything. And not only that, man, shit, like our friend, he, from the example, you can actually think the opposite and go backwards. And all you did was poison yourself with the shitty ideas. Like, no one did it to you. I mean, maybe some shit came from the past, but the past is the past, man. That's why they call it a pass. But you gotta let that go, man. It ain't on you. You can only control yourself. Controlling other people, outside shit, other things. It is such a waste of time. And you just gotta live the way you want. You gotta do what you do. You bend the world around you. And if they don't want to help you, they can go. They can leave. You're either helping me or you're not around. That's it right there, man. And that's the thing. They're gonna watch you starve. It don't even matter then. It don't even matter what they think, what they do. They can do their own thing. Not talking about anyone in specific, but just in general, it's like shit. I mean, you gotta look out for yourself. You gotta put your own oxygen mask on when the plane's going down before you put on others. Are we still on this? That's a whole tangent right there. We could go all night about that topic there. Let's move on though. This one of my favorites. I don't know much about stocks. Has got to be the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Literally, don't go to sleep that night if you don't know much about stock. If you ever say that, slap yourself for me, man. Like, there's literally, I mean, some things you don't have to say. This, if you say this, it's like, goddamn, why'd you even use a bathroom? Like, go read. Lock yourself in the room. Lock yourself somewhere with information, computer, anything. You have access to the greatest tool ever created, and you don't ever have to say, I don't know anymore. Now you just fucking look it up. Or you ask somebody. Or you can just fucking be retarded the rest from today and forward. Having the greatest access to information, and you do nothing about it, just like, I don't know. If you don't know, you don't know, but shit, you're dumber than me, man. I'm gonna say that much. But for real though, if you say I don't know much about stocks, then the fuck are you doing next? I would not go to sleep that night until I knew a lot about stocks. I'm gonna be honest. And then when I woke up that morning, I would still read, and I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't leave the space. Like, the computer's gonna die before I figure out that, okay, I know some stuff about stocks. And if you live like that, you take massive action. I mean, then it's kind of like the world wants to give you what you're looking for. In that sense, I don't think it's luck. I think opportunities open up. I mean, if you're in a position to receive it, I think you deserve it. And some people would call that luck. Being in the right place at the right time. That's a part of it. But most of it is you were ready. You knew the knowledge. You had the money ready. You had your mind right. You know what to look for. Shit, and you weren't saying dumb shit like I don't know much about stocks. And it's like, man. Now don't be the opposite of this. Don't be like I know everything about stocks. Don't be like Kenny when you start making shit up. You start talking and he brings up this and that. And then I just have to stare at him because I don't know what the fuck he just said. That's the other side of this, and both sides are fucking stupid. It's stupid, man. Now this one makes me more irritated because you can learn, right? You are human beings are the only animal that can teach themselves. And if you're like I don't know, then fuck, man, you gotta go do something else. But on the same side of the coin, if you're too smart, man, the smart people fuck this up even worse than people that don't know. Because they'll do this and that, they'll wait for this, and then they'll wait for this to come down to buy more because they bought it at that price, or because of some shit overseas, or they'll just have the most nonsense shit going that makes no sense. It's like we're just buying oil. You don't need to know everything about oil. I mean, it helps to know about OPEC and all that. Don't let it sway you and scare you out. Because there's a thing called analysis paralysis, where you just don't do shit. You just watch. Like me earlier on that 2023. Like, who is Jay Pescarelli? And I barely bought his book. It took a whole year to buy his book. And I could have been collecting dividends for the past 2 years. But we're barely getting going. Because I thought, you know, waiting for the right time, just watching. But the reality is just let's just buy a little bit. Don't go crazy. Don't bet the house. Buy 3 shares. And then watch the dividends come in. They're like, oh shit. Let me add 3 more. Let me add 3 more. Let me add 3 more. And then you got 1,000. So I'm making up for lost time, man. And if you take massive action, you can be slow. Because you're gonna make up for it by pushing yourself. Whereas if you do a little bit every day, if you take a little chunk off out the tree, one day you'll cut it down, right? That's what that is. If you keep chipping away at the rock, you're gonna make pebbles. Or you just get the jackhammer and bring it down. So you could do both. You can bring the jackhammer. Well, that'll make sense, huh? If you chip away a little bit with the jackhammer, I mean, you got the jackhammer, just bring it down. I don't know. Some people don't got a jackhammer, so they got to get the hammer and just chip at it. Now it takes time to go get the jackhammer. You got to go rent it, find it, lug it all over to the rock that you're trying to break. So that takes time. All right, and that's where I'm at. I got the jackhammer. We got tools, we got knowledge, got experience. Spent the last 12, 15 months knowing about yield max and not taking action. Well, less than 15 because got some later. So about a year. About a year, man. Took almost 13 months. But I started getting paid more in December of 2024. So I was just protecting what I had, saving it, because you never know when you need it. And now things are different, man. Life is pretty damn good. financially wise, the goals, we're gonna hit some goals this year. We already have hit goals, but we are only 22 or so weeks in. We have so many more weeks to do big shit, to make big moves, to take massive action. And by the end of the year, we'll be in a better spot. I promise you that much. Because we think on it, we write it down, we tell the world, and we try to bless the world at the same time. So I'm not worried about anything, man. I'm not worried about anything. And I don't want to manifest bad shit, so we're not even going to go there. But anything can happen, you know? You just get up and try again. You give it your best shot, man. And if it ain't for you, man, there's 1,000,001. Go do something else. I said that for years. Like, if this ain't for me, I'm just going to go do something else. And here we are. Year 7. Year fucking 7. And we're barely getting going. Kind of embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. But also, some people, they'll make moves and they go backwards. I was watching a guy today. He was like, he turned 15 into 4,000. I'm like, God damn. I got 15, borrowed 8. It's making 1,000 a month. I mean, but that took years to learn. That took the 13 months of not doing dumb shit with this pile that I made. You know? And I'm not interested in some fucking crypto meme shit. Like at all. I've got zero fucking interest. Ever since, even since Dogecoin and all that, like I've literally haven't had that much interest in it. And then I'll have people tell me like, big crypto's better than stocks. Let me see. I used to post this all the time, and the guy said, crypto's better than stocks. I don't remember his tag on Instagram, but I'm like, is he still doing it? Because I'm on year 7, and I'm on year 3 of Save the Market. I'm still here. Let's see, what is he doing? I just don't fucking remember his name. I remember his face. I don't remember his name at all. Was it Nate? I think I have his phone number. Let's see. I do have it's Nate Jaramillo. Nate. I think Nate's short for something. Fuck, I don't remember his Instagram at all. And I don't even remember what video it was, but I just remember he said crypto's better than stocks. And then crypto had a fucking bear market, and I didn't see shit from him. And I'm over here still doing Save the Market. Still learning about shit. Still working on my mindset. So, I actually give little to zero fucks about what anyone has to say. Deactivated accounts. I can remove deactivated accounts. I might have unfollowed him, I'm gonna be honest. It might have irritated me so much that I was like, alright, fuck this guy. Because I got crypto too. At least interact with. I got two Nates on here and it does not look like the same guy. Yeah, I think I unfollowed him. Because it's hard for me to be so limited in my mindset. Like, crypto's better than stocks. It's all the same shit. I literally have Bitcoin in the thing, and I look at crypto trades all the time. But I only talked about stocks. Because that's a whole nother thing right there. And I've only ever lost money in crypto, but I still own some. Anyway. Yeah. Some of this shit just, it gets me going, man. Especially the smart people and the dumb people. I mean, the dumb people say they don't know. Alright, bro. And then the smart people know too much. I'm like, alright. So much shit, man. Well, that's just March. Run your own race. You don't have to convince anyone of anything. You only have to convince yourself. Yep. Stay in your lane, man. Just do what you can. I think by this time, I'm like talking to other people, like John DeMai. He's got this job going, and I'm over here like barely getting going, trying to figure it out. And now I'm making what he makes. He's got 40 G's. Last time I checked, he had 40 G's in the savings account, the high yield savings account. That's pretty good. I mean, I think my shit's doing better, and I have less in there. What happens when I get that much more money in there? Because I always said, man, because if I had the job they had, with the knowledge that I have, I would make way more money. I would have way more. I would do way bigger shit. Man. And here we are. Now it's my chance to make it big. Do it right. Follow through with what I say. And they don't have to know that. It actually doesn't even fucking matter. Like, no one gives a fuck. Like, they give zero fucks about that. And that's kind of cool. Because then I don't have to compete with anybody. I'm not competing with you. I'm competing with myself. But when you're making $650 every 2 weeks, and they're over here making almost 2,000, and then I'm like, damn, if I had that. And now here we are. Shit. It's good, man. Makes me want to open the M1, but that's not what we're here for. We are here for the thoughts. Man, CLM, CRF. You should only do what you can't help but do. Reminding myself, And I'll try not to do that in the new year. Kind of want unique thoughts, or at least unique sayings. They're all typically around the same thing of trying to better yourself, you know. But I knew about Cornerstone. Shit. It took a year to buy that shit too. Man. First buy was probably last month. Borrowing. Mm. Crazy. Crazy. Because we're in May, April. It looks like it takes me 13 months to make a move. I don't know what kind of massive action that is. Because you're racing against time when you lagging ass like that. Don't take your time, man. Let's make some big moves. You've seen my moves, though. I've been moving a lot of money. You get what you think about, you keep what you argue for. Yep. We're still doing Stay of the Market every Friday. They're like, hey, can you help me with on Friday? I'm like, sorry, man, I can't help you. Because I'm trying to do big shit. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to keep my word to myself. Fuck, I'll lie to other people, but to myself, don't lie to yourself, man. If you don't gotta. We entertain angels out of nowhere. Unknowingly. If you don't focus, you just kind of end up somewhere instead of being where you want. That's a pretty good one right there, gotta say. If you don't focus, you just kind of end up somewhere instead of being where you want. And if you want more than 2 weeks on vacation, you got to take control of your time and the space around you, and then you can go live on vacation. That's what that means. Bless the world, keep getting stronger, and eat good. Man, some of my favorite shit to do in this world. No thoughts. I talk bad about Reuben and Joseph, and they don't bring a thought to the table. But you know, we got a lot to discuss. You don't have to convince anyone of anything. You just gotta convince yourself and follow through on your convictions. Man, I don't know how GP talks to himself. I get fucking bored. This is kind of boring talking to myself. But I'm over here trying not to. What am I doing? I'm not trying to convince anyone. I got nothing to prove. Straight from the Yachtmaster song. I got nothing to prove. If you bless the world can't help but bless you. This is one of the fundamental ideas, and I think on this probably daily. And I was saying this last year. Over a year, I'm still saying the same shit. What happens when 3 years in, 5 years in? And it's just shit you believe. If you bless the world can't help but bless you. I mean, Kenny's helped a lot of people, and he's only got fucking. They steal his shit. They take from him. They don't care about him after. I don't know, man. I don't overextend. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like dying to help other people. Like he does. He goes out of his way. He's actually really good. He's probably gonna go to heaven. I'm gonna be honest. I help you where I can, but I also draw the line. I'm like, all right, man. You gotta do some of this too. But if you bless the world can't help but bless you, man. And that's like, man, Yeah, I'm not the biggest help, and I'm not Mother Teresa. I'm not going out my way to just rub your feet and you massage your shoulders and explain all this shit to you. Like, if you want to learn, I'll teach you. When you're ready to learn, the master appears. That's what this is. And then you help people, man. You hold the door, you smile at people, make sure they're okay. And they start asking for too much, then I'm like, all right, man, I'll see you later. You know? Because, man, they're going to watch you starve, man. So don't overextend. No reason to, man. Do your thing. Stay in your lane. We already said it. Stay in your damn lane. I ain't going the extra mile. Especially for people that can't help them damn selves. That's the thing too right there, man. Some people don't want help. People gonna do what they do, man, and then you just gotta live. Do your thing. Find your own way. Big Iron. It's probably when I started playing Fallout. Maybe. I don't know what that is. I remember seeing this though. I have this book. This is why I have random bitcoins with me. Because there was a bitcoin inside of the professor's book that he gave me. And now I have one on my wallet. I carry one around in my pocket. And I give them away too. That's the crazy part. They got no idea what it is and they're carrying it with them. That's why I say you gotta be aware of the world around you. be aware of the world. This is what the professor says. Give back with pure intentions without wanting anything in return, and you'll get back one way or another unmeasurable blessings. If you bless the world will bless you. I'll bring it to a couple words. He's got a whole thing about it. I like simple shit, man. I like the max I'll go is 2 syllables. Anything above that, I tend to not say it. Resistance. It's probably the biggest word that I'll say. This is what he was saying. Do support and resistance on your top 3. This one got taken private. I still trade this one, and I own less of this now. We're moving though. Push in big numbers, baby. Use multiple stops to downsize risk and take down the trade on the way down, but also still be in if it breaks. Yeah, I paid them $10 for a live webinar, and that's what they said. Why buy Tesla if I don't watch it every week? See, that's how you know Tesla's doing bad. Today the market encompasses the S&P 500 and ETNs. The fact I'm looking at single stock ETS is concerning. And then I came back. I was thinking like a bitch in the summertime. And then by the winter I had my war chest. You just gotta live through some things, man. And it's a good thing I didn't delete it. Because now it's like, wow, you're being a bitch, dude. Like, man, I don't even know where to start with that. TSLL made way more money than WANT. And my monthly my CONY and TSLL. I mean, my TSLY. They'll pay more than Ulti, YMAX, YMAC combined. And those got 1,000 shares in them. Well, not combined. Combined sounds crazy. I don't know, man. If Ulti pays $80, here's 80, here's 80, here's 80, here's 80. 4 weeks in a month. And they're like, here, it's 320. And Tesla only paid 200. You know, it's pretty good. You can jack those single ETF option income strategies though. Oh my bad, man. You put 10,000 in there, man, and the yield is gonna be crazy. You got 1,000 shares of TSLL, man. I think it's $7 right now. I mean TSLY. You got 1,000 shares at $9,000, dude. You could have had. Imagine you had $6,000 for 1,000 shares. Now you're up $3, which is 50%. So your 6 turned to 9. You only put 6, and on top of that, let's see what's going on here. So this whole stage 1 right here, since the beginning of March, what is the math on that? All right, bro. Here's $460, I think, right? 1,000 times 0.46. Here's 460. Here's 650. Here's 750. And remember, on top of that, your 6,000 turned to 9,000. So hold on, let's bring the calculator back. Here's your 640 plus your 650 plus your 760. Oh, yeah, 760. Here's 1,800. And your 6 turned into 9. Whoa. That's some shit I didn't bring up to the other guys. And I didn't even think about it till now. From March. Crazy move, bro. Crazy. I'm sticking to the plan though. I'm buying YMAX and YMAC. That is non-negotiable. I could buy more TSLL down the road. Because I need to get the base going. And you gotta be able to weather shit. Right? Because this is more diversified. And the price won't come down. It could have gone down $3 as fast as it went up $3. Just saying. Like, you don't know what could happen. And then you're borrowing so much money. And then you get margin called. So it's part of the game. Crazy to think, though, man. Crazy to think. For 1,000 shares, you put in 6,000. Now it's 9, and it paid you 1,800. That's actually crazy math right there. That is unfucking reasonable. Your 6 turned into 3. That's 3,000 plus 18. That's 5,000 in 2 months, dude. Or since March. Yeah, 2 months. 5,000 in 2 months. And then you can, I don't know if you would sell all your Tesla here because it's paying you so damn much. Why would you sell it? You don't want to borrow against that to buy other shit like, I don't think you want to borrow to buy Coney. Not Coney, WiMAX or WiMag. Because those are 75% already. And I wouldn't borrow against that. I mean, I kind of am, though. I'm trying to think this through. Making my money. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me not show my passwords on here. Making money with money is a sport. Margin maintenance 75%. Margin maintenance 75%. Because if we're borrowing against this thing, and it goes from 9 to 6, or let's say 6 to 3, it went the opposite direction, probably going to get margin calls. Probably. Yeah, these are some crazy numbers, though. Gotta say. You got the risk tolerance for 6 grand. I mean, if we're playing that game with 6 grand anyway, I mean, you could have bought for 7.5, and now it's 14. I think that's 7. That's 100. I was buying at 10 up here. It got all the way to 7. It's all 100%. TSL L here. I mean, think about it like this: 100%, 1,000 shares. What is that? 7,500, and now it's 14,000. You're up 7,000. If you wanted 1,000 shares, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. 7,000. The other one made 5. Yep, but that one's paying you. This one, you're gonna have to cut it. And look at it like this, man. You could take the money from here, go push it into TSLY. Just start collecting dividends the next day. Or wait for a stage 1. Man. Exciting. Intangibles. Oh, this is 2025. Start looking at charts because this don't lose hope. The thoughts are kind of boring. Get some rest. Slap yourself. Like, I'm barely hanging on. Last year, didn't even have a thought. I was just bored and tired of it. I had old videos too. Some of them were on a different Instagram account that I deleted, and that sucks. When the world is falling apart, you need to dig deep. Remember why. Yep. When we get stage 4s across the board, it's when you need to have some goddamn courage. Doubt reduced the warrior's roar into a whimper. You get what you think about, you keep what you argue for. The greatest injustice you can bestow onto yourself is to go against your own word. Keep your word. Be impeccable with your word. That's one of the agreements of the four. Everything else is just noise. When the world's falling apart, have some goddamn faith. This is when I tried to add the dogs to the DAO. That didn't last long. Can you hold to a vision? It's amazing what you can do in a short period of time. I'm a fire inspector. Just trying to get a different job. I would have been a fire inspector. 3 months later, though, they offered me another job. So I'm glad things kind of worked out. Things tend to work out. You get what you deserve. Fuck, we're just talking on that. Look at this. This is probably when, I think this is when I started. Yeah, this is the beginning. WiMAX paying a weekly dividend. When did I initiate the buy? Swap WiMAX for Coney. 45 shares of CONL. Yep, this was the week I got in. Damn, 574. Do you have the soul of a slave or a free man? Man. I think this is Ruben's birthday. I read this. I have this on my desk right now. This is a story from The Richest Man in Babylon, and he's talking about when he was a slave. Because he was in debt and he was sold into slavery. Because when you have debt, you're basically a slave. And do you have the soul of a slave or a free man? I'm a free man. I choose this. I used to pay Toyota $6.50 every month. Now the dividends I get are bigger than that. Crazy, bro. Crazy what you can do in a short period of time. With some learning, some knowledge, some persistence, and doing what you say. Having some goddamn courage, too. That helps. It goes a big way. Be patient and stay in flow. Keep an open mind. 683. What if is the language of cowards? Man, this is when I interviewed for that job to be an MA1. Best decision I've made in a long time. And it's put my life on a trajectory. And that girl posted that video. What if is the language of cowards? I need to go back and watch that one. I'll be honest. And then I started talking about courage. Ruben thought it was fucking funny. Taking a risk. He was like, taking a risk at 25 is crazy. Alright, bro. That's when shit's good. When shit's not good, we'll see what's up. It's this one right here. A man must take risk. What if is the language of cowards? That one helps me a lot, man. Because I was like, am I going to regret my decision if I never tried? And now I regret nothing. This quote was so good, I did it twice. Did I do it 3 times? Aim higher. How long did you advocate for Tesla and you miss swing trades in TSLL and don't collect dividends from TSLY? So right here I'm getting pissed. But earlier that day, earlier that year, you notice how I was like, why am I watching this shit? I don't even look at it. You know why I own it? Hmm. It's one of the greatest money machines in my arsenal. An ounce of action is worth more than a pound of talk or thoughts. Your thoughts are super important, but action is the only thing that moves you forward. Now, thinking it lays down the road, it might plan out the structure of what we're about to do right now. But action is the thing that puts cement in the ground and puts rebar inside the cement and shit like that. It's the receipts we leave behind. Action, man. Take action. Don't just survive, thrive. Because I was getting tired, man. This stay market gets fucking boring. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. Shit. But it is cool when you're getting dividends out of thin air, you know, and then money comes to you. Man, so good. Hope you did everything you wanted to this year because you won't get it back. That is the same shit I'm going to say at the end of these 52 weeks. Because some people are going to go this whole year, not create shit, not do shit, not have shit. And I spent the whole year getting dividends. And it's because I argued for that. I thought on it. I came up with a plan. I looked every day. I tried. And you get what you deserve. I mean, it's simple as that, man. And and now people are asking me what's next. Man, I've already been working on what's next. I just can't tell you because you're too soft. Because the moment you're trying to do big shit, people are like, damn, fuck. How can I stop him? How can I get in his way? How can I bother him? Or they realize that they're not going to get anything, right? Like, we can't be doing old things, man. Trying to elevate and move up. And we're not going to be doing the same shit we were 4 years ago because I'm trying to change my life. Can't bother me on Friday. I know where I'm going to be. All right, man. That's about it.